welcome to another vid. Sorry I haven't been uploading. I've been, school started. A friend of mine, the Rich Killer 77, he's been doing football at our school. Great season. Hopefully we'll get some Friday the 13th out. I'm not quite sure what will happen. We'll see. Um, and I've been talking to my friend Boldface. I don't know if he's appeared. I'm pretty sure he has somewhere. He has to have appeared, or at least been mentioned. And I will he will definitely be giving you guys some Dark Souls because I can't play that game. I suck at it. It's the truth. I mean, obviously I suck at driving too. I mean, I'm just trying to get in the season because a bunch of race games are coming out I like. So yeah. Um. So you can ask anybody who actually knows me. I'm against thievery 100%. I get that from my mother. My mother's the same way. And I personally thought I handled this situation pretty well. But, if you feel, please tell me, what I could have done better. And, I do know some points that I probably could have done better, but we'll get into that a little bit. So, today, pretty much, was I was trading some cookies with one of my friends. And I don't care what it is, rather if it's a penny or a car, I'm gonna still fight you teeth and nail for whatever the hell you just stole from me. Um, and I got, so I went and I don't know why my peers are like this, but I got the cookies, and suddenly everyone wanted one, and no, I know because there was a special reason behind the cookie, so I wasn't gonna share them because that would defeat the purpose of it. And I got to I like so I moved away pretty much because that's the first thing, you move away so that nothing. So I moved away. You know, I went over to actually sat by the person who got me the cookies. So I sat next to him, and this other person reaches across the table and gets some, and I got punched. So I had a bit of a adrenaline rush because I got hit in the mouth, and I still have the cuts in my mouth from my braces because I should have got this shit done when I was a kid, and I'm regretting it now. So if you are under 10, get your braces done before you go into high school. You will thank me later because you might not want them right now, but you will want them. Just trust me on this. Anyway, so I and yes, I guess this probably, but the way these tables are set up is they're 3 feet across, and then they're about maybe I'll say 3 yards wide. It's kind of like a lunch table kind of, except I don't know how you. I'm talking about my elementary school ones, because those things were like a long rectangle, and our lunch tables now are circular. Anyway, that's off topic. Anyway, so I slide across this table, reach over him, and get my cookies. And apparently I was close to hitting someone else, but I actually got it verified. And I wish I knew this before I talked to the principal. But I got, apparently I didn't hit anybody. So anyway, and my face was red, well, because I got punched in the mouth. So that was also written on. I'll tell you guys about the report later, but that was written on it as well. So so the teacher in the room at the time told me to go take a walk. Not anywhere specific, just go take a walk. So I did. And I have this trusted teacher I go to because the school says, if you feel harassed or if you feel unsafe, go to a safe area. And that would be with that teacher. So I showed up to that teacher's, or took a walk, in quotes, took a walk, not to any destination, just take a walk. So I did, and I got to the room. I literally sat down. Like, he doesn't care. I mean, I'm not interrupting his class. I'm not, and I ate my cookies there because I got my cookies, and I walked, and then, I didn't like walk, but like I took like 2 steps, and like I threw the bag in the garbage, and then I thought, okay, what do I do? So I get it. I overreacted a little bit, and so I texted a friend who was sitting next to him because I don't have his number. So I did the next best thing. And when I did that, um, well, I'll explain that later. That's an important part. So anyway, I'm collecting my thoughts. I'm thinking, okay, I'm going to get called down to the principal's office eventually. What am I going to say? And like, to be honest, I had some curveballs, but this guy is pretty predictable for our principal. Anyway, so I did some research on some basic knowledge things of uh, criminality. No, that's not correct. But like, kind of like a law. But like, I just did some basics. And I got to a point where I just like, I like of just anticipation. So I'm sitting there in class, and actually, like, I'm participating in this class, and he doesn't really. But like, I only, raise my hand if something's up, like, if like no one else raises it, and it was. All right, well, that's off topic. Anyway, loudspeaker comes on. My name is called to the office, and like, in like, I'm gonna tell you this now, just in case I forget. But he said he would vouch for me if I needed on where I was, because they don't want you wandering the halls, smoking pot or something. So they want to know where everybody is, and you need a pass to walk the halls. So I told him, hey, or like he vouched that I would, have the pass, or not a pass, but like he would vouch for me, like on where my 15 minutes went. Like, I sat in this room for 15 minutes. Like I had spent a good time there. Anyway, I had to go down to the office, of course, because that's where I got called to. I'm sorry, I'm getting distracted by other things. Things are happening, and alright. Anyway, get in the office, I'm sitting in the chair. He is taking his time. And like, I'm trying to stay patient, because like I'm a little, my mouth is still sore while I'm talking. But that's because I'm making this video fresh. And I'm just sitting there, and so I'm just listening to what else. And like, we have a lot of like vapors in our school, or I guess Vape Nation people in our school, and so I'm just listening to the issues. Apparently they did it right there in the ISS rooms. Freaking beasts. You guys know who you are, who did that on this Veterans Day. So, and I should probably say this now, only because I just mentioned that it's Veterans Day. Salute, or not salute, but like, pay respects to your local veterans serving or have already served. They deserve it because you are not speaking some foreign language, you're speaking English. And if you're from, maybe we're allies with the US, because otherwise you probably wouldn't be seeing this. Okay, now that that's out of the way. So eventually he says, alright, come in my office. So we sit down in his office, and I probably shouldn't have jumped the gun so quickly, but I just had to get it quickly and out of the way. And I kept a calm, like this entire conversation, I'm talking like this. Like, I'm a calm, just explaining points, like this is what happened, this, and I never lie. Like, thievery is right above lying. Like, they're really close, but I can't tolerate thievery. More like, just tell me the truth. Like, if you broke something of mine, like or if you've lost something, just tell me. I won't be that mad. Well, I mean, I might be, if you lost my phone or something, like, I might be a little bit upset, and I might look upset, but I'm glad you told me. Anyway, jumped right. I can't believe I did this too. Jumped right out and said, I don't get what your deal is with thievery and why you guys let it slip by. And he just started yelling at me for that. Am I going after the school? Am I going after him as a person? And what I was referring to was something that happened 2 years ago, which did not concern him. It was more of the school board. Anyway, I played pretty much every console. I had a PSP I used to take on the bus just to play. Just something to kill an hour and a half. Anyway, I used to keep it on me because our lockers don't really lock. Like they're kind of a joke. Anyway, that's something completely different. So I would always keep it on me. And then, okay, you get it. Someone stole something. Yada yada yada. I'm bringing that back up. He was not happy about that. So, and then I just sat there quietly until he calmed down, I guess. I don't know why he was more I was kind of shocked that I don't want to say I was more mature, but we just started this conversation. And yes, I get it that I brought something up I probably shouldn't have, but that is the point I am coming from. So when once that finally settled down, next thing I remember was he was explaining what I did, and I already explained what I did. And then he went so what do you think you could have done better? Or not really what could I have done, or how do I think that went over? And I'm like, better than expected. And he just said, you're crazy. You're actually crazy. And now I just love that the school thinks I'm crazy. So now that we've gotten past that, there were some other things that I can't remember what order, but I'm gonna try and remember the best I can of what happened. So anyway, I explained that I tried to leave. What didn't he still got I tried to separate myself from this, and I got written up for jumping over a desk and creating a dangerous environment, even though I didn't start it. Oh, and just to let you know, the student that did actually start, he's fine with mine because thievery is supported in my school. I don't know why. It just is. And I just don't know. And I know it's not just the principal. I know it's the school itself. Anyway. Oh my gosh. Okay. Anyway, back on track. So we went off, and I he back into his he leaned back into his chair once I started to do this, and I explained why I acted instead of went to go and do go to tell the teacher, because within the time I would have taken to get up, get to her, and then tell her 5 minutes maybe, and all the cookies I've been eating. So you get my point. Sorry, dramatic pause there. I was taking a drink. Anyway, so I didn't use that excuse. And that's when I actually brought up fully brought up what happened 2 years ago with the whole thievery thing. And I explained how it worked to him, and he was not happy that I knew more about this subject than he did. He was just not having it. He was pissed. And I was explaining how, and even if you play video games, even, or if you watch media, or if you watch TV, or anything, books even, I've read, okay, yes, I do read, but I don't read a lot. So when people say I don't read, I'll accept that I'm not a reader, because I only read things that are 100% interest me. Otherwise I can't get hooked on it. Anyway, the first thing is someone steals it. And then what our school wants us to do is not act. They want us to go and tell someone. But while you go and do that, the person either passes it on to a trusted ally. And like this works for like even if we went to go call the police, even like if someone steals your car. So picture, what I'm calling the PSP is a car. So he passes it on to a friend, and when the police slash teachers show up, you are like left in the dust about what to do, because you cannot chase them. You cannot, there's nothing you can do. And when there is nothing you can do, you have nothing to do except for sit there and wait. And hopefully you can find it. And I can't really sue the school about a cup of cookies, but I could have sued them for the PSP if that did actually wind up missing. I'm getting my $280 back. Anyway, he didn't like that I knew more about the law system than he did, and I don't quite know why, because it's his job to, and he should know more than I do. But oh, I'm sorry, I'm like trying to like multitask on my computer. Anyway, yeah. I mean, I'm just surprised he called me crazy. That's the best part about this, is now I'm deemed crazy by the school. Yeah. So, lesson learned? I don't know, I guess there is no lesson learned. Thieves rule. Become a thief. Steal shit. That's the only thing I can tell you, because the school will let you get away with it. Don't know if the cops will, but if you're stealing something in school, the school will let you get away with it. He went off about how I walked into the office in our dress code. We're not allowed to have sweatshirts. So I walked in with a sweatshirt, my bad. And oh yeah, this is the part I really wanted to tell you, which doesn't make sense to me. In a class where I know we are all done with our work, because it was a group project we were doing, and I knew my group was already done. So I texted this person who was sitting as a dollar and explained that, I'm sorry, tell them I'm sorry that this all happened and whatnot. I guess I did overreact. And he threatened to write me up about that too, for disrupting a class I knew would not be disrupted, and also for completely nothing, because I didn't disrupt class. Her entire class is on their phones right now, playing phone games or going through Facebook. And that's the cold truth about your school. So, I don't know if there's more I missed. Maybe you guys won't even hear this recording, because I honestly delete these and redo these all the time just so I can get everything right. Probably have to cut out some like pure blank spots. And so yeah, they stand behind you, give them protection. They stand beside you, give them respect. They stand against you, show them no mercy, no matter who they are. And just always keep a level head. Can't do nothing wrong with that. And always know your target better than they know you. Alright. Peace. Keep playing. Enjoy the new racing games coming out. Even though I can't drive, as you can all see. Goodbye.